Okay. Oh, can't connect to chat again. Hi, Mary. Looks like the messages on my computer are not showing up. So I'm looking at my phone right now. How are you tonight? Are you ready for a crochet along? And when you come in, please hit that thumbs up button. What is it? Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I did this scarf. I never finished the top that I was working on. It's still sitting looking at me, but I did this corner to corner scarf, and I thought this would be something quick and easy to do. Not quick, but once you get the hang of it. Have you done a corner to corner before? And this is the pattern for it. You can see it's by Premier, and I found it on the premieryarns.com site. So it's a corner to corner scarf. Not too hard to do. And I believe this, I used the ice cream yarn, the Tutti Frutti, and I think it came out beautiful. So today is my friend Adrienne's birthday, so I am going to have a glass of wine to toast her, and also have a glass of wine in honor of the late Representative John Lewis and the late Reverend C.T. Vivian. So cheers to Adrienne if she comes on, and may Representative Lewis and Reverend Vivian rest in peace. I still have the sticker on the bottom of it. I never do that. Okay. I don't know who else is on. Looks like there's 4 people. Well, 5 now, I see. So today, for people that have come on, I can't see it on my thing, but I am going to be using, oh, this one looks different. Blue Moon ice cream yarn. And this will be for a corner to corner scarf that I did. I didn't get, if you were on my live last week, I did not finish the top. It was more work, and I had a lot of work to do at my job. And this is the pattern. If you want to look it up, I was hoping I would be able to put it in my live stream before I started, but I did not. So I will definitely post it after this live stream is finished. And if you haven't done a corner to corner, it's not very hard to do. And hi, Original Afrocentric Design by Lisa. Hi, Lisa. I'll be doing a corner to corner if you haven't done one before. And you can pretty much use any yarn that you have on hand. And I will be using an H hook. Ooh, where is it? I don't know if you can even see it. There it is. An H hook. And the ice cream yarn, Lion Brand ice cream yarn in Blue Moon. And this is a 3 lightweight. And this was also done with ice cream yarn. It's 3 lightweight. So let's get started. I always look for, let me see. All right. So the first thing you want to do is make your slip knot, of course, however you make your slip knot. And you want to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in your 4th chain from the hook, you want to do a double crochet. And double crochet into the next 2 chains as well. And this is what you should have. This is your first corner. So you want to chain 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, double crochet into the 4th chain. That's 1, 2, and 3. So this is what you should have. Hope you all can see this. Now what you want to do to move on to your next row is turn that bottom one, and then you want to slip stitch into that opening where the chain 3 and your first double crochet are. So just do a slip stitch into that. And this is what your work should look like. Now you want to chain 3 and then do 3 double crochets into that space. Okay. And that's what your work should look like. So that's your first one, and then this is row 2. You can now chain 6 again. 3, 4, 5, 6, and do a double crochet into the 4th chain and into the next 2 chains, a double crochet. See, my face is cut off. Now, this is what your work should look like. Again, you turn your work and you slip stitch into that space between the chain 3 and your double crochet. And again, chain 3 and 3 double crochets into that space. And your next one, you just do a slip stitch again into that space, chain 3, and 3 double crochets into that space. Now, this is what your work should look like. So you have your zigzags. They look like alligator teeth to me. So this is the bottom part. That's your width, how wide you want it to be. And the top part is your length, how long you want it to be. So we're going to chain 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, double crochet into the 4th chain and into the next 2 chains. And then take your work, turn it, and you want to slip stitch into that space between the chain 3 and your first double crochet. Chain 3 and do 3 double crochets into that space. And then we are on to another corner, well, another group. Slip stitch into that space, chain 3, and do 3 double crochets into that space. That's 3. And we're at the end again. You want to do another slip stitch into the space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double crochets into that space. And that is the corner to corner. So this is what you have. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows because you have 4 fins. Okay, let me look and see if I have any. Hello, that Yarny Zebra and stuff. Thank you. Blessings to you as well. And hi, Iris. Hello to all. How funny. I am also doing. Oh, are you doing great? But in the white metallic yarn from the Hobby Lobby. Cool. Hi, Charlie. Let me see if I missed anybody else. Okay. So, all right, Mary, how are you doing? Were you able to follow me? We're going to now, let me go back to the pattern. And for you, those that weren't on, this is the pattern here from Premier, and you can go to premieryarns.com and find this pattern. It's crochet, it's corner to corner scarf. That's all. Right there, corner to corner scarf. Yeah, sorry, flying all over the place. And this is the one that I did before. This is in the Lion Brand ice cream as well. And this color is Tutti Frutti. I think it's beautiful. Okay. All right, I didn't hear back from her, so I'm going on. Now, per the pattern, we are going to do a total of 10 blocks. So we're on, this is 4, so we need to do 6 more blocks. So 1, so we're at the end, we're going to chain 6 again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. And double crochet into the next 2 as well. Pull out some yarn. Then you turn your work and slip stitch into the space, chain 3, and you want 2, 2, 3 double crochets into that space. And that is what you want to repeat until you get to row 10. So I don't think that this scarf will be done by the end of this live. So what I'd like to do is get as much done during this live. And if it's not finished, which I know it will not be finished because I am not a super duper fast crocheter. Some of you may be super duper fast crocheters. And if it's not finished, we can pick it up on the next live. But I think I like doing the corner to corner, especially when you have yarn that the color change, so it makes it so pretty. And you can make this as, you don't have to do a scarf. You can do blankets, baby blankets. These are really nice baby blankets. You can even do a shawl with it. There's a lot of things you can do with this. So again, chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. And turn your work and single crochet into, slip stitch into that space, chain 3, and 3 double crochets into that same space. And again, slip stitch into your space, chain 3, and 3 double crochets into that same space. Hey, Triple C. How are you tonight? I'm doing a corner to corner. If you want to join in, if you know how to start them, it will be this scarf that I already did. And the pattern is from Premier. It's the corner to corner scarf. And I wasn't able to link it for this live, but I'll link it when I'm finished. And as I said, I'm not a super duper fast crocheter, so this will not be finished before the end of this live, but I want to get as much done as possible so that, and that's the deal, ladies. If we don't finish it, then just put it aside to the next live, and so we can continue to work on it. But I really do like doing corner to corner. Once I figured out how to do it, it was a breeze. But initially, when I first saw it, I was like, what? Do what? Turn where? They are fun, fun, fun to do. It's kind of like, I mean, the first stitch you learn, most people, the first stitch they learn, or the first pattern they learn is a granny square. So that's like the basic of crocheting. So as you can see, I'm starting to get some color in. So I'm at the end. And again, let's see, anybody else? Okay, I'm gonna chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. And another one, the next one, and another one into the last chain. Turn your work and slip stitch into your chain, the space between the chain 3 and the double crochet, chain 3, and 3 double crochets into that same space. And then next one, slip stitch into and chain 3, 3 double crochets. That's what we're doing. So I wanted to let everybody know, just in case my friend comes on. I don't know if she will, but today's her birthday. Her name is Adrienne Morris, just in case she comes on. And I'm having a glass of wine in her honor. Happy birthday to her. And to say rest in peace to Representative John Lewis and Reverend C.T. Vivian. It's been a rough week. I worked a lot this week. So that is one of the big reasons I never got around to finishing the top that I wanted to do, because it was just taking up too much time. And this scarf was a lot faster to do than to keep working on that top. But hopefully I'll get it finished and I will have it ready to do a tutorial on. I was also working on that fabulous kaleidoscope shawl that Fiber Spider did a crochet along. So I just have to finish up 2 rows of that and it will be completed. It was quite interesting to do. He's just great with those patterns. He definitely has a creative mind. Some of his stuff is way beyond my thought pattern. But I was very, very happy that he did a crochet along for that one, because I don't think if he had not, if I would have been able to continue doing it. So here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're on number 7. So at the end, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm getting some darker blues now. And do a double crochet into the 3rd chain, into the 4th chain, the 5th chain, and the 6th chain. Turn your work and slip stitch into that space between the chain 3 and the double crochet, chain 3, and 3 double crochets into that same space. And slip stitch into the next space, chain 3, and 3 double crochets in that same space. And you just continue that across. So how has the weather been where you all are? Here, it started out this morning storming, and it rained on and off, I think, for a few hours before the sun finally peeked its head out. So it's been pretty good so far. But, you know, South Florida, hurricane season, this is pretty much what we're going to have. Hot heat, high humidity, and usually storms in the morning and then sometimes later in the afternoon. So you always have to be prepared. Oh, you want to see the ball of yarn? I'm sorry. Let me see. Yes. This is ice cream, and it's a 3-weight, and the color is, you can see it. I think you can see it. Let me see. The color is Blue Moon. It's a Lion brand, so I've purchased Lion brand, but this one, the label is different from the other ones that I've purchased. So let me see. Sometimes that means, okay, this was made in Turkey. So I don't know, but I thought it was pretty. Scorching hot in Atlanta, yes. You sweat your eyebrows off. It's too funny. The ice cream looks delicious. Yes, it does. These the Lion brand ice creams are such pretty colors to choose from. I would like to win the Lion brand lottery if they had one. I love their yarns. Yep, in this heat, you definitely need some ice cream, but you have to eat it fast because it'll melt. Our temperatures have been in the 90s. So if I'm going to have ice cream, which I don't eat ice cream, I would have sherbet, but I definitely put it in a cup and not on a cone. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we 8. So we're on number 9. Chain 6, 4, 5, 6, and double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. Okay, get some yarn. Again, turn your work. And chain 3, slip stitch into that space, chain 3, and 3 double crochets into the same space. Slip stitch into the space, chain 3, 3 double crochets into that same space. And the great thing about corner to corner is very repetitive. The only change that you'll have is when you start to do the decreasing. And we'll start doing one side decreasing on row 11. Let me see. Okay. This is row 9 again, so I'm getting excited because we're almost getting to where we start to decrease on one side. Mary says she went to Wally World and found quite a bit of clearance yarn, mandala yarn, sparkle red heart, and the Hello Gorgeous yarn. Good for you. So which one are you using for this crochet along? Are you doing this? I try to stay out of the yarn aisles as much as possible. I have quite enough yarn to keep myself occupied for years. So I don't want to keep buying, and then I look and it's like, oh my goodness, I still have this, I still have that. Okay, we're at the end of row 9. 1, 2, 3. 3 double crochets. I think we all have that weakness for yarn. It's being a crafter. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook and into the next 2 chains. And this is row 10 that we are starting. So again, turn your work and chain 3, slip stitch into that space, chain 3. You only spent 19 bucks. Yeah, that's a good buy. Slip stitch into the next space, chain 3, 3 double crochets in the same space. And slip stitch into the next space, chain 3, 3 double crochets. You're sticking up for another closure here. Love the crafter. One, two, three. Yes, this is definitely takes up a lot of my what free time I do have. I'm always crocheting. I'm always thinking of something to do. And usually I'm not filming because it takes a lot of time to sit down and think about what you're doing and editing. A lot of work. I see a lot of people do a lot of lives, so that cuts out a whole lot of editing. When you do lives, you don't have to edit because you are live. But I don't have time to do a lot of lives, so I will stick to my Saturday and hope that one day I am able to retire and then I can do more lives. Does anybody know about August 11th is supposed to be Crochet Day, National Crochet Day, and I was trying to find information on that, but I have not found any information except for a little blurb on Google saying that they had, I guess they'd seen a lot of posts, but I don't see anything that actually says that is um, the day that is celebrated. Couldn't find it anywhere. I see International Crochet Month was back in March, but didn't see anything else. So if anybody knows anything, let me know. Okay, so where are we now? Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we are at 10. So now on to row 11. Row 11, we're going to do the normal as we have always done. And we're going down to the last block. So when we get to the last block, this is when we start the decrease on the bottom part. So again, chain 6, and double crochet. Did I do 6? Yeah, I did 6. Double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook. And the 5th, that's not it. Start over. I think I'm getting too excited. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now I'm on the right track. Triple C, I see that you and your husband were doing the crochet needles with the clay on them. Are those soft once you bake them? Are they harder? All right, Mary, thanks for coming by. Okay, Iris. Hello, I bring it. So Iris, we are doing, first, do you know how to do a corner to corner? Because we're doing 10 rows first, and then we're going to start to decrease on the 11th row. So let me know if you know how to start the corner to corner. Okay, you're on row 9, great. So you don't start to decrease until the end of row 11. So the first 10 rows, and I'm on row 11 now. I don't have a stitch marker, but you can use a stitch marker so that you don't forget where you are. I didn't have a problem with it because once you hit that decreased side and you still continue, you'll know you just messed up. What yarn are you using, Iris, to do this? Hello, Silent Dream. How are you? Okay. Getting close to the end. Okay. Okay. Ah, our Dollar Tree, there's several around us, but I haven't seen any yarn in a while. My niece bought me some from the Dollar Tree years ago for a Christmas gift. I think it was a couple of years ago, and she had gotten it from the Dollar Tree, and it was the Karen Simply Soft yarn. A whole bunch of it she bought for me. Okay, so this is row 11, and this is where we're going to start one side decreasing. So what you want to do is in this last block, you just want to slip stitch into your chain 3 space. And then chain 1, turn your work. Oh, then you want to do slip stitches across. Now this side you can put a stitch marker on so that you'll know this is your decrease side. And when you slip stitch into the double crochets, and then slip stitch again back into that chain 3 space, the space of the chain 3. And you chain 3, and then just start continuing across as normal. 3 double crochets into that same space. Let me see. Oh, you need a shirt like this? Miss Robbie Montgomery. Does anybody know who Miss Robbie Montgomery is? I love Miss Robbie Montgomery. She's so funny. Let me see. Hi, Black Ribbon Studio. Thank you for joining me. Okay. I'm doing a corner to corner I'm using this ice cream yarn by Lion Brand, and this is the Blue Moon. And this is the first one that I did. That was using the Tutti Frutti, same brand, the ice cream yarn. Just in case you're interested in joining me for this crochet along. And this is the pattern. It's from Premier, and it's a corner to corner scarf. And I'll link this after I finish this because I wasn't able to do it before. I'm not tech savvy like that. I'll have to get my daughter to do it for me. Okay, so Iris, you're at row 11. So did you do your decrease? Oh, so corner to corner is your favorite? Ah, I love them too. I don't do it very often, but when I saw that pattern, it's like, oh, I haven't done a corner to corner in a long time. And this yarn is so nice to work with. It works up so pretty. I think I'm going to make a larger one with one of my cakes because this pattern calls for, let me see. Oh, it calls for 2 balls of their Pansy Pop, 245 yards. So I'm not sure. Let me see. This scheme, this is 394, but I think it might be enough to finish this out. But we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, when you slip stitch into that last chain 3 space and you chain 1, then you turn your work and then you slip stitch through the 3 double crochets and then slip stitch into that chain 3 space, chain 3, and then do your 3 double crochets. I hope you understood that. Now the length of this is 60 inches. So you will continue to do your increases until you get to 60 inches. And then you start doing your decreases on both sides until you meet in the middle and you are finished. They're very nice, very easy to do. It's a repetitive stitch. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again, which is the best part. But I think this would be boring to look at it in one single color. So I think that's what makes me happy with this is that the color changes. I really, really like the color changes. That's why I think I'm going to use one of my cakes to make a bigger a blanket or something. So anyway, no one chimed in about Miss Montgomery. She used to have a show. She has restaurants, Sweetie Pies, in St. Louis. I've always wanted to go, but never got around to going. And now that we're into this situation, I won't be traveling outside of the state of Florida anytime soon. And I don't think anyone wants me traveling outside of the state of Florida with what's going on. But she used to have the show on the OWN network, Oprah Winfrey's network, Sweetie Pies. Welcome to Sweetie Pies. And this was always one of her sayings. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. So that's what's on my t-shirt. And I used to love hearing her say that. She's such a funny lady, but she was about her business. I enjoyed watching that show while it was on. And it's very sad to see that one of her grandsons was murdered during one of the seasons of the show. So she's been through a lot. She's a strong-willed woman. All right, so I am on to the next row. chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and double crochet into the 4th, 5th, and 6th chain. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Turn your work, slip stitch into your space, chain 3, and 3 double crochets, and you continue down until you get to where you decrease. So Iris, you got it. Great, yay! So back to August 11th being a National Crochet Day. I am going to do a giveaway on that day. So if you want to participate, definitely the rules are you have to be a subscriber and have your things set to all notifications. That way you'll know. And follow me on Instagram or join my Facebook group. So I'm getting my giveaway package together, and I'm hoping that you all will participate. It'll be my first giveaway. So that is my plan. And August is my birth month, and I'm a celebratory kind of lady. So I am looking forward to doing my very first giveaway because I truly appreciate you all coming in on the lives, taking time out to spend with me. And I appreciate you that you take the time to watch my videos and create some of my patterns, recreate them. So this will be my way of thanking someone that has followed me. So just be on the lookout because I will be posting what will be in my giveaway. I just don't have everything that I want right now. So, but that'll be definitely for August 11th. So, all right. So now I am at my decrease. Okay, so there is the decrease. So slip stitch into that space, chain 1, turn your work, slip stitch into the double crochets, and slip stitch into that space, chain 3, and double crochet, 3 double crochets into that same space, and continue across, same pattern. Let me show you what this looks like now. These blues are so, so pretty. So now you see the decrease, and then that part is where you continue your increasing. I like it. I am using the ice cream yarn in Blue Moon by Lion Brand Ice Cream Yarn. Yeah. I don't know if this is like their old label or a new label, because the labels I have are different. Let me show you one. Use my back and my butt. See, this is ice cream as well. So I'm thinking this is the updated label and this is the old label, because they definitely do not look the same. Yeah, this one is has Spanish. I'm guessing that's Spanish. Yeah, that's got to be Spanish. I'm guessing. Let me see. Yes, it's made in Turkey, but the labels are definitely different, but it's the same company. Thank you. Yes, it is. I have these yarns. What else did I do? Oh, I made a shawl with the yellow ice cream yarn that I had. I don't even know where the shawl is. That's that's funny. Oh, here it is. I see it. This is the shawl that I made in that, I think it's called lemonade or something like that. But this was the color that I used for this shawl. I love this shawl. It's one of my, I think it was one of my, one of the first shawls that I made, and I'm talking years and years and years ago. And I've made several of them. And I had this yarn in this color. I said, this is great for summertime, nice and bright. And I have not been able to use it because I don't go out. Yeah, but I have it. I have it. Thank you, Iris. Thank you. Black Ribbon Studio, I'm sorry, I cannot remember your name. Please tell me. I watch your videos. I'm very bad with names, and please, please don't take it to heart, because I will remember your face. I know what you look like, but I'm very bad with names. Do any of you donate to charity, any of your work that you do? My sister, one of my sisters lives in Georgia. So the past couple of years, I've been making hats, and I would send them to her because she works in a nursing facility. So that's what I've been doing with a lot of my work, because I'm in South Florida. Like I have this thing on my head right now, and it is hot, but I put it on because I didn't want my hair falling in my face while I'm trying to crochet. But these are the little bandanas that I've been crocheting to keep my hair out of my face. Oh, Denise. Thank you, Denise. I will be writing that down so I'll know what your name is. I'm terrible, terrible, terrible with names. It always blows my mind when people meet somebody and they remember their names, and I can meet you 2 or 3 times, and if I would have to say, okay, what's the name again? What's the name again? And I'm always embarrassed. Now I'm older, I'm not embarrassed. It's just the way I am. I'm bad with names. You made hats for 3 years? Is that the I just did the first this is my first year doing the, Hat Not Hate, campaign with Lion Brand. So I did 10, hats. That was fun, 'cause I really wanted to think outside the box and not make the same pattern over and over again, so I did a few different styles. Packed those babies up and shipped them on off. And I, ordered their labels, so I had to sew all those labels on. But it was a fun campaign. There's some other campaigns, people are doing to make blankets for, children. An actor, I don't know his name. I know his face, but I don't know his name. But he does, something where he, takes, kids to Disney World, and he gives them blankets, and apparently the last time, they didn't have enough blankets for all the children, so now they are asking, just getting more donations. But I didn't do that because I did not want to do blankets. The hats I could do. I wasn't in the mood to do blankets, so I didn't do it. Shame on me. Maybe next year. Oh, so that's okay. Where do you live that the school is? Because that's a great idea. I mean, there's a lot of children that could probably use a nice warm hat. And we're getting ready to go into the winter, not for South Florida, but for the rest of the world. Pretty much going into winter. And if hello, Sandy, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I am doing a crochet along of a corner to corner um, scarf. If you want to join us, do you know how to do a corner to corner? This is what I am working on right now. And we're already at the decrease. And this is the one that I've already finished. This was the Lion Brand Tutti Frutti. And this is the pattern from Premiere. So I'll be linking that pattern after this live is done. Sorry I didn't get to do it before. Oh, you love corner to corners? A lot of people love these corner to corner. I know some people's like, oh, corner to corner. Yeah, I don't think there's really any thing that I shy away from with crocheting, but knitting, I'm not going to even try to knit. I think I have enough crafting to do now. I don't need to add to it. I want to perfect my crocheting before I go on to another craft. I saw Fiber Spiders doing a beautiful shawl, but it's knitting. So I was like, I will pass on that. Yeah, once you make it past the second row, you're home free, but you got to learn how to do that decrease. That's the best part. Because once you start that decreasing, that's when you're really home free. Because soon you will have a finished product. See. And Sandy, I was telling the other ladies that are on that I'll be doing a giveaway for National Crochet Day, which is August the 11th but I've been trying to find information on it, but I haven't been able to find any information. But that is when I'll be doing my giveaway. So my requirements are, the basic ones, but also that you are a subscriber and that you have your bell on to all so that you can get the notification. And also if you follow me on Instagram or are a part of my Facebook group. So will not be you don't have to jump through any loops or go to any other place. Those will be, and I'm just going to keep it in the United States because shipping now is absolutely ridiculous. So I am again at a decrease. So slip stitch into that, chain one, and turn, slip stitch into the double crochets, and slip stitch into that space, chain three, and 3 double crochets into that same space, and continue that pattern all the way across. I purchased I really like the yarn, but I nearly passed out how much I had to pay. But it came from the Netherlands, and I can't even remember, is it Whisper, Fiber Whisper? Let me see. Let me see. I can't figure out Instagram, but I'm there on Facebook. Okay. Oh, I know about the shipping. One of my winners was in Australia. It cost me $85 plus to send the box. Yeah, that's why I'm keeping it in the United States. I bought yarn from something Whisper. I can't remember, and I bought it because, as you can see, it's beautiful. And it was a very small cake. So this is all I got out of that cake. And I frogged this thing so many times because I really could not figure out what to do with it. I really wanted more, but this was $50 and 25 of that was just shipping. So I won't be doing that again, but it's pretty. I'm happy. Actually, purple is my favorite color, but summertime, yellow. I love, love, love yellow because it's bright and sunny. So that's why usually in the summertime, well, Florida is always summer, but we do have a cool off period. So during this hot, hot time, I like yellow. And plus, this really handsome man once told me, I was at work one day and we were standing outside and I had on a yellow dress, and he's like, "Yellow looks really nice on you." So of course that stuck in my head. But I do like yellow in the summertime. But that color just when I saw it, she was on Little John's Yarn, one of her lives, and I was looking at it and it went past and I saw that yellow. I was like, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. And this merino and silk, and it feels really nice. I wish I had more money to buy a few more of those skeins so I could make a top with it, but I am satisfied with what I have finished with it. So that definitely, I mean, I couldn't even sell that because of the cost alone is beyond what anyone would pay for it. But I keep it for myself. That is my treasured gift to myself. She liked that with pink and red, yeah. My favorite color used to be blue. And then when I became a serious Prince fan, and of course, he was the Purple Highness, That's when I really started to do a lot of stuff in purple. So now I am a purple people eater. That's from a football team. If you know anything about me, you know I love football, and I'm very, very sad about the situation. I don't know if we're going to have a season or not. Definitely won't be like it used to be. And I see basketball is trying to do something. Baseball is having lots of issues. I don't know what they're going to do about hockey, because it's not like you can play hockey here outside, because you're not going to get anything to freeze here. So they're going to be a lot of things for these professional teams to figure out what they're going to do. I think I'm a season ticket holder for the Miami Dolphins, but I think this year I am going to be a couch, sitting on the couch, watching the games if they have a season. I'm certainly hoping that they do. So the rookies definitely want to get out there on that field and say, I played my first NFL game, and I can imagine how they feel. You play all those years, you finally get to the NFL, and now it's on hold. So this is where I am so far. So that's the bottom, and that's the top. Chain 6 again. Double crochet into your 4th chain. And turn your work again and slip stitch. So how are you doing, Iris? Oh, Whisper SDI. Okay. Oh, she dyes yarns with her son. I just came across another oh, why can't I think of her name? I can't I don't remember. Someone gave a shout out to a young man who is a knitter. Willy Nilly Knits. I think it's Willy Nilly Knits, but his wife dyes yarn. So I went to their Facebook page. I don't think they've posted anything recently because I haven't had any pop-ups from them. But the yarn that he used to knit a hat, oh my goodness. And it was in a blue and black. It was beautiful yarn. So I have to keep an eye out for her, because at least I know she's in the States and the shipping shouldn't cost 25 bucks. But I thought that was really, really interesting. I'd love to hear his backstory, how he got into knitting. What's his name? Oh, I can't think of the guy's name. Gregory Stitch. I think he is some kind of awesome when it comes to crochet. He crocheted a long jacket. I think it had a hood to it, but he did a 1-minute video, and he walks towards you, then he turns around and walks away, and it's just flowing. It's like waves of water or something. It was really pretty. But I haven't seen anything from him lately either. But I think he's probably into big, well, now he might be sidelined. I'm not sure. Waiting for things to open and such. But it was so cool to see that. I was like, wow, would she do a video on that? I would love to know what yarn he used because it was just so nice. I love things that flow. We should all flow. Oh, they're in South Carolina. You think they're in South Carolina? That's good. Oh no, Southern California. All right. Yeah, because it probably because I think I saw the area code. Oh, did I mess up? Oh, I did mess up. Oops, I got to go back. I'm not paying attention. That's okay. Oh, you think it's coming out good? You're going to start another one with some new yarn? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to take one of my cakes and make it, I don't know, because then I'll probably have to use the wider it is, the more yarn I'm going to need. But I have enough yarn. I have 2 cakes that I could probably make a nice size blanket. I think that's what I will do with the cake. Since I'm in the corner to corner mood right now, I have to get back to making a few more hats. Do any of you sell your work? I have not been successful with that, but I get more enjoyment out of just doing it and seeing the finished product. But I would like to be able to sell. I opened my Etsy shop, but nothing, no, not a peep, not a peep from anything, no looking eyes or anything. But there's so much crochet on Etsy, unless you do something fantastic and sell it at $1. You're not going to get too many looky looks. Somehow you have to figure out how to stand out in a crowd. And that I have not yet figured out. So hopefully one of you have. All right, I'm back on track. That didn't take long at all. Pay attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Where am I? Oh, you have millions for Hirschner? I think I got mine. Maybe that's where I got my millions. I do have millions. That's what I've been using. Um, but they're all just one color, so I didn't want to use it for this. I wanted to do, but I definitely could do a few of them because I have those big pounder millions. They were great buys, and I've used the millions for a lot of different projects. I've made halter tops using it. What else did I use my millions for? I think, yeah, halter tops. Because it's hot in Florida, so I try to, and I don't make my halter tops like the little 18 and 20-year-olds. I make them for a woman of a certain age so that I have a little peak, but not a lot. I look at some of those young crocheters, and they make like stars, or they use a granny square just to put it there, and then the rest, everything else is out, which is good for them. Because as I say, if you got it, flaunt it. I don't judge anybody. More power to them. Yeah, I do. That's what I mostly do too. But I said, well, let me see if I can get any bites here. Oh, Triple C, are you talking about Hirschner's Millions? You said I make respectable altar tops. Yes, honey, because I got the middle age bulge in the belly, and I am not a youngster. I want to be comfortable, but I still want to wear something cute. I crochet for people. Um, you can always make it whatever you want to, but my patterns are definitely are more conservative than what I see. I like to watch the young ladies do their and a few young men do their patterns. And I always say, boy, they must have a lot of yarn left over. Oh, wow, you got million cakes. That is awesome. I stopped looking at the things where I was like, nope, 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 nope. I got to start using what I have because if I don't use what I have, I'll just one day look around and I'm still where I was 10 years ago. Too much yarn and nowhere to put it. Have you all seen the dream box and the people that have been doing their own dream boxes, their DIY dream boxes? That is my next project. Unfortunately, when I ordered my bookcase, they only had one, which is making me a bit nervous that if they don't get the same bookcase in, then I'm not going to be happy. Let's just say that I am not going to be happy. But my daughter and I, that is going to be my next project. I want to make my own DIY dream box because I am not paying $2,500 for one. No, thank you. Yeah, they can make a top with 7 ounces of yarn. They sure can. I was like, nope. Ladies, go on with your little sexy selves. And then their skirts is another 7 ounces of yarn, or their shorts. Ah. And sometimes I look, I say, how can you be comfortable? And I always wonder, I I'm an old lady. I just accept it. I'm an old lady. I'm like, what kind of underwear are you wearing? How much? Because it's yarn. I don't know. More power to them. That's all I gotta say. More power to them. Oh my goodness, you almost bought one? Hello, Antoinette. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Triple C says, Dana, you say that the dream box sounds fun. Nuh-uh. Because I am not someone that's great with tools and figuring out how to put wheels on things and hinges and all of that. It's going to be a challenge, to say the least. But I'm up for the challenge because when you think about how much all of the everything that you would purchase to make the dream box is probably going to be probably about $200. But considering the dream box itself cost $2,500, I will put in some sweat equity for that. Oh, Denise, there are two YouTube YouTubers that I watched that showed how they did theirs. So I'm looking at both of them to see differences and see how they. The first lady that I watched, oh, I can't. I am Lanice. I'm terrible. I think that was her. I am Lanice Larite. I can't remember her name, but she did a really good explanation of how she did it and told you all the mistakes that she made so that you wouldn't make the same mistakes that she made. And I think if I had like a weekend where I just didn't have anything to do, I could probably, if I had my 4 bookcases, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 bookcases, but I want to have the 4 bookcases because I want to be able to put everything. I have a Cricut machine. I want to be able to bring that in here, and of course all the yarn and all my Cricut supplies. I want everything in one place. And I have like 2 of those, one here and one on the other side. And as you can see, I just throw everything in there. And I was like, oh, I can use that. But then I realized it's wider than a bookcase, so I wouldn't be able to use them. So I just say, forget that. So I'm going to just go with the bookcases, and then maybe I'll donate those if I don't find something else to do with them. I'm sure I will. I'm sure that I will still need them. But I'm very excited. I have to keep going back to the Walmart site because I want to make sure I have the same bookcases. Because I don't want to, you buy a bookcase from Walmart and then buy one from Target and then it's an inch off here or an inch off there because they have to be the same bookcases in order to make it work right. Yeah, you have manpower, Dana. Yes, get him to help. Yeah, Consuelo, hi, how are you? Yes, I totally agree. They on Etsy, they want you to give it away. I've seen people sell their hats, big slouchy hats, and they usually made them for, but I always wonder, maybe they have lots of help and that's why they're selling them so cheap. So I said I was going to give it a year. If I don't get any bites, then I'll just shut it down. Because I've done Etsy before when I was making jewelry, and still nothing. So I don't know how to be the leader of the pack on Etsy because there's so much competition. But I don't believe in wasting money. And you have to pay for all of those listings every single month. They will get their cut. But it's for those that are able to sell on Etsy or Facebook or any of those other avenues, that's great. But I tend to crochet and give it away because I just don't want it to sit around. I said at least someone can use it. And it doesn't hurt me that I gave it away, because I'd rather it be given to someone that can use it than to just sit here at my house and no one is using it. Okay, am I going to say your name right? Anasi? I am in South Florida. Where are you? And let me know if I said your name right. And for those that have come in later, oh, Calgary. For those of you that came in later, I was I was saying before that August the 11th is supposed to be National Crochet Day. So I will be doing a giveaway on that day, and that will be my first giveaway. And the requirements are the basic requirements, but also that you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel and you have your alerts on to all. You have your bell set to all so that you'll get the notification, and also be a follow to follow me on Instagram or be a part of my Facebook group. So that will be all. And I'm still waiting for some of the items that I want to put into my giveaway. So um, once I get it all together, then I will do a video to show you what will be in the giveaway. And I'm not like Crystal. I don't have sponsors to give out 50 skeins of yarns, and I don't have um, tons of yarn like she does, because most of my yarn is scrap yarn that I put into balls. And people are so picky. Oh my God, she sent me some yarn she's already used. So I want to give away something nice that everybody and anybody that will be a winner can use and appreciate. And if they already have the items, they can gift it to someone else. Because once it is out of my hands, it is your gift to do with how you please to do with it. But I'm excited to do something finally for my YouTubers, because I appreciate you all for taking time to hang out with me on these Saturdays and to look at my videos and give me some positive feedback, because anyone that has a YouTube channel knows this is work. It is. I told my daughter today I truly appreciate actors, because as much as I say and so and smack and all of that, I'm like, how do they do it? That's why they get paid the big bucks, because they have learned the art of doing none of the stuff that I do. So where are we now? So we can count on the side that's going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 19. Oh, I didn't bring my measuring tape. Oh, well. Believe me, you got a long way to go to get to 60 inches. But once it's there, it's there. Yes, ma'am, I need moderators. I just don't know how to add one. No, I don't have a moderator. I think my daughter, I take that back. I think my daughter is a moderator, but she won't always be around. But yes, I definitely need moderators. Are you two ladies volunteering? One live, there was somebody that came in with some craziness. I had no clue what he was talking about. I have a stalker. Who's the stalker? Oh, oh, I see the stalker. I don't know how to do this. Okay, I can see. All right. All right. I just found out how to make people moderators. All in the same thing. I'm making you all moderators since you all asked me about it. But if you say no, I will remove it, but I just made you a moderator. Oh, you want to do copper jewelry? Thank you, Dana. Now back to our previously recorded show. Is that what they say on television? Our previously, something like that. I only do the jewelry from the beads and things like that. That's what I used to do. But now I just do it for myself if I had tons of it before, and a lot of it I just boxed it up and sent it to my niece in Georgia. I don't even know if she even wore any of it, but she said, "Oh, Auntie, I love it." So there was a whole box of it. But I have all of the things you need to make beaded jewelry. One of my coworkers at one of my previous jobs, she was into jewelry. Oh, she made beautiful jewelry. And she bought me a book about beading. Have I read anything in that book yet? And I've had that book, I don't even know how many years now, but I have it. It's always going to be a resource just in case. But I was like, I'm the kind of person that unless it's something that I can afford to do, I won't even go there. That copper jewelry, you got to have all kinds of equipment and stuff to do things with it. I am going to wait for you, Dana. You can teach us all how to do that. I have the basic tools to make wire jewelry and stuff. But I bought so much of that stuff. I have so many beads and things that I don't do anything with. But every now and again, I said, "Oh, I can put some beads on this, or I can put some beads on that." I don't ever do it. I think about it, but I don't ever do it. I used to do wire. Oh, see, that's crocheting with wire. It sounds like it would hurt your hands. Hazel Intensia. All right, I'll let you in. Hey, OVW. I am so honored that you joined me. I'm doing a corner to corner. Remember your corner to corner? Oh, I meant to bring that in to show that too. The corner to corner that I did with Marcel was the love blanket. And one thing I learned about that was I did not want to do anything else that gave me a bazillion tails. And I tried to sew those things in, and it's still sitting, waiting for me to finish it. But one day, because I'm supposed to give it to my mother, but I haven't finished all those tails. I was gonna put a backing on it, but I'm no good with sewing, and I just couldn't figure it out. And I said, I don't want to give it to her and the whole thing falls apart. So I've been working diligently trying to make it more secure because it's huge. It's huge. 'Cause I added more, added a big border on it because she said she wanted to be big enough for her bed. So she wasn't having that small thing. But I'm doing um, a corner to corner scarf. That way I don't have to cut anything. I'm using one skein of yarn and I will have a finished product at the end. So this is what it looks like so far. Yeah, those ends were beyond work. And this is the one that I did before. That's in the Lion Brand Tutti Frutti. Your tails are decorations. Oh, that is too funny. I tried. I'm definitely I'll be off the first 2 weeks of August, so and my mom's birthday is the 10th, so I definitely will be working on that while I'm off because I have nothing but time on my hands, so I will be able to get that blanket just the way I want it, so I can give it to her for her birthday, and we will all be happy for that. Thank you, ladies. I love this blue. I After I did the one with the Tutti Frutti, I was like, "Oh, yes, I have to do that in another color." I just love, love, love these. And Marcella, I've been trying to catch you, but your videos are like right in the midst of me working, so I never get to see your lives. And then the other ones are later, and I'm getting ready for bed, so I'm caught between a rock and a hard place with you. When you used to do it on Saturday night, that was cool for me, but now that you're not on Saturday night, I'm on Saturday night. But I'll be able to catch some of it while I'm off. As a girl has got to work. You say every set you're gonna weave in the ends. I hear you. Tell the mom the other set is a shag blanket. Oh my goodness. Oh, the other side is a shag blanket. I don't think she would go for that. Oh, that's a good idea though. Most of them are done because I bought a really pretty piece of fabric to put on it, and I tried to do it. First, I sprayed the fabric, like fabric glue stuff on it, and I tried to smooth it out, and all those areas where you have to sew in all those ends, it just was a mess. So I had to pull it off, and I said, "What am I going to do with this?" So then I just started trying to sew in all those ends. And how long ago was that blanket? Like beginning of the year, I think, and I'm still working on it. Are you gonna put a backing on it, call it a day? That's what I tried to do too. Oh, Triple C, Dana, thank you. I'm glad you get to craft with me. Yeah, I decided I was like, well, I can't always make a video because that takes work and time. You got to have time to do it. And like Alicia said on her thing, you might see a 30-minute video, but as long as it took you to make that item, it took that person that made that video just as much time, because you have to make it, and then you got to do the video, you got to do your editing, then you got to put it on to the great YouTube. So it takes time. I was trying to do a video at least 3 days a week, but this past week, whew, what a week for work. It's like I could not get caught up because just covering for other people, and then we have all these COVID tests, all of these, let me take that away, all of these claims. So it's been a week, and I'm hoping I can get caught up over the weekend so that I'm ready for the next week. This just never ends. But as we all say, job security. All right, Denise, thank you for joining me. Go get your stitching done. You have a good night too. Oh, wow, your family take your pieces? That's Consuela. Her family takes the pieces before? That's cool. Oh, you watch Netflix while doing your tails? That would be the better thing to do. But I would be so distracted because I always watch stuff that I'm interested in watching. I need to put on something that I don't really have to pay much attention to get that done. But I definitely want to get this blanket done for my mom. I had plans of having it done by Mother's Day. Well, that came and went. But I am working, working, working. So I think either way, she'll be surprised. Once it's done, she will definitely be surprised. Yes, my earrings are crocheted. One of my YouTube, it's one of my tutorials. It's a quick, easy, just a circle, crochet circle. But I used the crochet thread, and then I put Mod Podge on them to keep them stiff. I like doing the earrings, taking all kinds of shapes and making into earrings. That's what I usually do. I try to take the pattern. When I do the motifs, I like to use those patterns to do earrings also. I stopped buying jewelry a long, long time ago. Once I started learning how to make my own jewelry, and I said the only time I really buy jewelry if I'm buying gold. And since I'm not somebody that goes out a lot, I don't need to buy anymore. I have tons of everything. Only thing I don't have is tons of moolah. But there's more to life than moolah. You just need it to survive. But crocheting is the thing that makes me happy. And I can crochet all day long. And that's pretty much what I usually do. When I'm off and I have time, that's what I'm doing, is crocheting. I just have too many projects going at one time. That's my downfall. I can just finish one thing and move on to the next, but my mind says, oh, I want to do this. No, I want to do that. Before I knew it, I have 5 or 6 projects going on at one time. That's what I got to learn to control. Make it 3 projects maybe. I usually always have something at my desk to work on while I'm in between phone calls, or when I'm doing stuff that doesn't require me to be actively on the computer. Then I'll have something at my desk. So that is where we are. So what is that? How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we just finished row 22. So I'm going to stop here and pick up on my next live, starting row 23. All right. Oh, I'm using an H hook. I'm always looking to see where, there it is, H hook. And I told you, the ice cream yarn, and this is a lightweight, and you can use any weight you want to, but this is the yarn that I am using for this project because I think it turned out great in the Tutti Frutti. So this is how long, you can see how long this is. That is 60 inches. So you can see how far away we are from the end. So that is that far, and we have this much more to go. So that is it for tonight, ladies. And as I said, I'll be doing my giveaway on August the 11th, and that is supposed to be National Crochet Day, which I'm still trying to get information on. So, as I said, the requirements would definitely be the basic ones, be 18 years, be a subscriber to my YouTube channel, make sure you have your bell on all so that you can get the notifications, and to either follow me on Facebook at GG the Crochet Queen, or join my Facebook group, which is GG the Crochet Queen. Oh, on the decrease, you do 10 blocks, and then you start decreasing on the 11th block. So I think, let me see. Thank you, Dana, for getting rid of Mr. Stephen Wright, whoever that is. Let me see. I think that's all. All right, ladies. So we will convene again next Saturday to continue to work on this crochet along. And I hope that you all will go to my Instagram or to my Facebook group. So until then, I will see you all next Saturday if you are available. And again, my friend, she didn't come on, but her name is Adrienne Morris. Today's her birthday, so cheers to her. And I will see you on the next tutorial or my live. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.